In 2018, Donald Trump, who was at that time president of the United States, was so upset about my jokes. The report says at least 2 calls were made from the Trump White House to, quote, convey the president's anger regarding Kimmel's monologues and jabs. In other words, President Karen demanded to speak to my manager. He directed his staffers at the White House to call Disney to tell them to rein me in.
Welcome back to All-Star Buzz. Thank you for joining us, and let's begin. Ever wonder what really gets Trump's hair standing on end? Spoiler alert, it's not his stylist. Jimmy Kimmel just dropped some scandalous marriage secrets that have the former president absolutely fuming. From farting in bed to snoring like a freight train, Kimmel's revelations are so outrageous that Trump might just consider suing his own bodily functions. Stick around to see how the Orange Wonder attempts to tweet his way out of this chaos. But first, do us a solid. If you enjoy this content, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Can you believe that over 92% of viewers haven't subscribed yet? It's free and takes just a second, but it means the world to us. So, did you subscribe? Awesome! Thanks for your support. Now, back to the action. Jimmy Kimmel is at it again. The late-night kingpin cranked up the heat on Trump, and wow, did he bring the fire this time.
He's a blowhard and a snowflake. He's a blowflake is what he is. He should change the hats to say, make America whine again, Mawa. We have a First Amendment right that Americans a hell of a lot braver than Donald Trump died for, and it's especially hypocritical. But if I point out that he's so fat they renamed the plane Air Force Wonder Bread, I'm the bad guy all of a sudden? Donald and Melania sleep in separate bedrooms. She was laughing too hard at my monologue at night.
It's like he woke up thinking, today's the day I make the Orange Menace lose his mind. Kimmel has been poking fun at Trump for years. It's his signature move, just like how Trump loves fast food and tweeting nonsense. But this time, Kimmel had some seriously juicy gossip about Trump's marriage. You could practically hear the audience gasping when he started. He kicked things off with some classic jokes about Trump's iconic hair. You know the drill. Questions like, is it alive? Or, does it have its own Twitter account? The usual giggles followed until he dropped the first bombshell. Apparently, Trump snores so loud that it's like a freight train had a baby with a chainsaw, and that baby learned to play the bagpipes. Can you imagine poor Melania trying to catch some Z's next to that racket?
Santa Claus got up bright and early to post 165 venomous words about yours truly. And I'd like to go through that with you. Today he had a day off, and how did he spend that? Brunch with Melania? No. Maybe a catch with Barron in the yard? No. Who still hasn't recovered from his horrendous performance and big ratings drop as host of the Academy Awards. Oh, that's weird, because I read in the news that the ratings went up this year.
The audience was devouring Kimmel's jokes like it was the last slice of pizza at a wild frat party. You could practically hear Trump grinding his teeth all the way from Mar-a-Lago. But Kimmel wasn't finished yet. Oh no, he dropped another bombshell. His source, a cheeky little wink wink, claims Melania sleeps with noise-canceling headphones. Talk about a unique way to tune out the presidential snorchestra. As the laughter began to fade, Kimmel flashed that mischievous look in his eye. The kind that says, oh, we're just getting started here. It's the same glint a cat has right before it knocks your favorite mug off the table. You just know something hilarious and potentially explosive is on the way.
I made fun of OJ 1,000 times. He hasn't tried to kill me once. The only 2 who tried to stop me are Donald Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene, who actually called the cops on me. All he does is make fun of. He makes fun of disabled journalists. He calls our veterans prisoners of war, even losers. He insults his opponents, his friends.
Now, we all know Trump isn't exactly known for handling jokes well. Remember when he tried to sue Bill Maher over an orangutan joke? Seriously, his skin is thinner than the hair on his head. So, you can bet your last dollar that as Kimmel was spilling these marriage secrets, Trump was probably turning 50 shades of orange. While Kimmel was having a laugh riot, Trump's fingers were likely working overtime on his phone. Let's take a peek at his latest tweets, shall we? We all know Trump isn't a master of subtlety when it comes to throwing shade. Remember Effie? Yeah, that kind of stuff. As Kimmel's jokes got more personal, you can bet Trump's tweets got even more, well, Trump-like. It's like watching a tennis match, but instead of balls, it's all about the insults. The Orange Wonder kicks things off by calling Kimmel unfunny Jimmy and a loser. Real original stuff there, Donnie. But as Kimmel spills more awkward details, Trump's tweets go completely off the rails. He's tossing around phrases like fake news and witch hunt, like confetti at a sad clown party.
Not Jimmy anymore, it's Tamara, but I will.
Jimmy, I love you so much. Go have a good day in school.
I'm going to be using that clip a lot. Trump's also been floating a new policy idea, finally. He says he wants to modify the 25th Amendment so you can remove the vice president if the vice president covers up the fact that the president is incapacitated.
At one point, Trump even threatens to reveal Kimmel's secrets. Ooh, how terrifying. What's he gonna do? Expose that Jimmy likes puppies? But here's where it gets seriously juicy. Kimmel drops a bombshell about Trump's alleged fear of stairs. Suddenly, grumpy Trump is tweeting about his perfect health and incredible stair climbing skills. It's like watching a grown man try to prove he's not scared of the boogeyman. Except the boogeyman is just a flight of stairs. Can you picture it? Trump huffing and puffing up a staircase, tweeting with one hand while clutching the railing with the other. Most folks think Trump's just a loudmouth with bad hair, but the truth is he's a master of distraction. The real shocker? They're both wrong because Trump is actually a robot controlled by a squirrel in a tiny suit. Don't believe me? Just watch how he reacts whenever nuts are mentioned. But seriously, what's up with those weird hand movements?
Rolling Stone published a story today. The topic was what could happen if Trump wins. Trump briefly attempted to get justice officials to twist campaign finance laws and the federal equal time rule to declare that anti-Trump material broadcast by Saturday Night Live, Jimmy Kimmel, Stephen Colbert, and others was somehow illegal for giving illegal campaign contributions to the Democratic Party in the form of jokes and on-air satire. During his 2024 campaign, which is now, according to a source with direct knowledge, Trump's raised the topic again, venting about the need to punish late-night comedians. He wants to lock up the late-night host. And what happened to this, by the way?
Jimmy, I love you so much.
As the Twitter storm rages on, Kimmel is probably sitting back, munching on popcorn and enjoying the spectacle. It's like he found the magic button that makes Trump dance like a puppet on strings. And boy, is Trump dancing! With every tweet, he digs himself deeper into a hole of ridiculousness. It's almost as if Trump is trying to prove Kimmel right about everything. You have to wonder, is he really this thin-skinned, or is this all part of some master plan? I mean, nobody could actually be this sensitive, right? But then again, this is the guy who once got into a brawl with a bald eagle during a photo shoot. So maybe, just maybe, those Donnie diapers we see online are the real deal after all. Well, folks, it looks like Kimmel's roast of Trump's marriage has left the Orange Wonder with a serious case of Twitter fingers. Who would have thought that a few jokes could make the most powerful man in the world lose his cool faster than his hairpiece in a strong wind? It's like watching David take on Goliath, but instead of a slingshot, David's armed with a mic and some killer one-liners. In the end, this whole fiasco shows that laughter might not solve all our problems, but it sure makes them a lot more fun to deal with. So next time you're feeling down about politics, just remember, a good chuckle can be the best medicine. And hey, if you can't beat 'em, at least you can laugh at 'em. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit a like button, leave a comment, and subscribe to this channel. More videos are coming out soon. See you on the next one.